All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel again. We are going to be streaming OpenAI's spring update event. It is going to be starting basically 3 minutes, and we're going to go live and see what they've got to say. Should be pretty exciting. We should see some new updates from OpenAI. It's been November was the last time they did an event like this, and actually the week after Sam Altman got fired. So very interesting turn of events that happened back then. But we should get some new updates today, maybe some updates as well in the world of Apple because Apple's having a partnership with OpenAI. Before we get into that, which we have about 2 minutes, the big story of the day: GameStop. $29.73. It's up 70% on the day. It topped out at about $38, about 110% up, and now it's only 70% up, but still has had a pretty remarkable day. Fubo's up 10%, Spirit Airlines up 13%, Tupperware is up 44% on the day. Medical Properties as a hospital REIT is up 11%. Peloton's up 3%. BlackBerry's up 7%. A lot of the meme stocks kind of having an exciting day. SoFi up 3%. S&P 500 less than 1% away from all-time highs. So this one holding on pretty strong. And Robinhood here, 1704, up 5% on the day. Roaring Kitty has tweeted a ton since we last left, and since this whole GameStop thing ended up starting last night, he's had a series of tweets, and I'm waiting for the OpenAI event. Let me have it on. I'll show you the tweets, and I'll just switch as soon as the OpenAI event starts. But the roaring Kitty? The Roaring Kitty tweets have been pretty funny. I mean, it's been pretty hilarious what this guy's been putting out there. Basically, he's tweeting a bunch of stuff from movies as these little metaphors for what's going on, and all of it is implying that he is back and he is not leaving at all. And he's done about a series of these tweets, about 3 of them. So let me show this one first, and then I'll move as soon as OpenAI starts. So here's one of his first tweets he put out this morning.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
So it's tweets like this where he's basically showing that he's back. He's not going anywhere. And it seems like he's ready to continue to do what he started 3 years ago. Now, I'm curious why he's back, and what is the motivation? Because, well, OpenAI is starting. We'll talk more about that later, but let's get into this event and then we'll go from there.
Thank you. It's great to have you here today. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 things. That's it. We will start with why it's so important to us to have a product that we can make freely available and broadly available to everyone. And we're always trying to find out ways to reduce friction so everyone can use ChatGPT wherever they are. So today, we'll be releasing the desktop version of ChatGPT and the refreshed UI that makes it simpler to use, much more natural as well. But the big news today is that we are launching our new flagship model, and we are calling it GPT-4o. The special thing about GPT-4o is that it brings GPT-4 level intelligence to everyone, including our free users. We'll be showing some live demos today to show the full extent of the capabilities of our new model, and we'll be rolling them out iteratively over the next few weeks. All right, so let's get started. A very important part of our mission is to be able to make our advanced AI tools available to everyone for free. We think it's very, very important that people have an intuitive feel for what the technology can do. And so we really want to pair it with this broader understanding. And we're always finding ways to reduce that friction. And recently, we made ChatGPT available without the sign-up flow. And today, we're also bringing the desktop app to ChatGPT because we want you to be able to use it wherever you are. As you can see, it's easy, it's simple, it integrates very, very easily in your workflow. Along with it, we have also refreshed the UI. We know that these models get more and more complex, but we want the experience of interaction to actually become more natural, easy, and for you not to focus on the UI at all, but just focus on the collaboration with ChatGPT. And now the big news. Today, we are releasing our newest flagship model. This is GPT-4o. GPT-4o provides GPT-4 level intelligence, but it is much faster, and it improves on its capabilities across text, vision, and audio. For the past couple of years, we've been very focused on improving the intelligence of these models, and they've gotten pretty good. But this is the first time that we are really making a huge step forward when it comes to the ease of use. And this is incredibly important because we're looking at the future of interaction between ourselves and the machines. And we think that GPT-4o is really shifting that paradigm into the future of collaboration, where this interaction becomes much more natural and far, far easier. But making this happen is actually quite complex because when we interact with one another, there's a lot of stuff that we take for granted. The ease of our dialogue when we interrupt one another, the background noises, the multiple voices in a conversation, or understanding the tone of voice. All of these things are actually quite complex for these models. And until now, with voice mode, we had 3 models that come together to deliver this experience. We have transcription, intelligence, and then text-to-speech. All comes together in orchestration to deliver voice mode. This also brings a lot of latency to the experience, and it really breaks that immersion in the collaboration with ChatGPT. But now, with GPT-4o, this all happens natively. GPT-4o reasons across voice, text, and vision. And with these incredible efficiencies, it also allows us to bring the GPT-4 class intelligence to our free users. This is something that we've been trying to do for many, many months, and we're very, very excited to finally bring GPT-4o to all of our users. Today, we have 100 million people, more than 100 million, in fact. They use ChatGPT to create, work, learn. And we have these advanced tools that are only available to our paid users, at least until now. With the efficiencies of 4o, we can bring these tools to everyone. So starting today, you can use GPTs and the GPT store. So far, we've had more than 1 million users create amazing experiences with GPTs. These are custom ChatGPTs for specific use cases. They're available in the store. And now our builders have a much bigger audience where university professors can create content for their students, or podcasters can create content for their listeners. And you can also use vision. So now you can upload screenshots, photos, documents containing both text and images, and you can start conversations with ChatGPT about all of this content. You can also use memory, where it makes ChatGPT far more useful and helpful because now it has a sense of continuity across all your conversations. And you can use browse, where you can search for real-time information in your conversation, and advanced data analysis, where you can upload charts or any information, and it will analyze this information, it will give you answers, and so on. Lastly, we've also improved on the quality and speed in 50 different languages for ChatGPT. And this is very, very important because we want to be able to bring this experience to as many people out there as possible. So we're very, very excited to bring GPT-4o to all of our free users out there. And for the paid users, they will continue to have up to 5 times the capacity limits of our free users. But GPT-4o is not only available in ChatGPT, we're also bringing it to the API. So our developers can start building today with GPT-4o and making amazing AI applications, deploying them at scale. 4o is available at 2x faster, 50% cheaper, and 5 times higher rate limits compared to GPT-4 Turbo. But, as we bring these technologies into the world, it's quite challenging to figure out how to do so in a way that's both useful and also safe. And GPT-4o presents new challenges for us when it comes to safety, because we're dealing with real-time audio, real-time vision. And our team has been hard at work figuring out how to build in mitigations against misuse. We continue to work with different stakeholders out there, from government, media, entertainment, all industries, red teamers, civil society, to figure out how to best bring these technologies into the world. So over the next few weeks, we'll continue our iterative deployment to bring out all the capabilities to you. But today, I want to show you all these capabilities. So we'll do some live demos. I will bring on 2 of our research leads, Mark Chen and Berit Zov, to join me for the demo.
Hi, I'm Berit.
Hey, I'm Mark. So one of the key capabilities we're really excited to share with you today is real-time conversational speech. Let's just get a demo fired up. So I'm taking out a phone. If you are wondering about this wire, it's so we have consistent internet. And if you see, there's this little icon on the bottom right of the ChatGPT app, and this will open up GPT-4o's audio capabilities. Hey, ChatGPT, I'm Mark. How are you?
Oh, Mark. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Hey, so I'm on stage right now. I'm doing a live demo, and frankly, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Can you help me calm my nerves a little bit?
Oh, you're doing a live demo right now? That's awesome. Just take a deep breath. And remember, you're the expert here.
I like that suggestion. Let me try a couple deep breaths. Can you give me feedback on my breaths? Okay, here I go.
Whoa, slow down a bit there. Mark, you're not a vacuum cleaner. Breathe in for a count of 4.
Okay, let me try again. So I'm gonna breathe in deeply and then breathe out.
For 4, and then exhale slowly.
Okay, I'll try again. Breathing in and breathe out.
That's it. How do you feel?
I feel a lot better. Thank you so much.
So Mark, you've been working on these capabilities for a while now. Can you tell us a bit how it's different from voice mode?
Right, so if you've used our voice mode experience before, you'll notice a couple key differences. First, you can now interrupt the model. You don't have to wait for it to finish your turn before you can start speaking, and you can just butt in whenever you want. Second, the model is real-time responsiveness. So that means that you don't have this awkward 2 to 3 second lag before you wait for the model to give a response. And finally, the model picks up on emotion, right? When I was breathing super hard there, it could tell, and it knew, hey, you might want to calm down a little bit. You're kind of running a little bit too fast. So, it really has that capability across the board to perceive your emotion. Not only that, though, the model is able to generate voice in a variety of different emotive styles. And it really has a wide dynamic range. So I'm going to fire up another demo for that. Yeah. Hey, ChatGPT, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Pretty good.
What's up?
So my friend Barrett here, he's been having trouble sleeping lately. And I want you to tell him a bedtime story about robots and love.
Oh, a bedtime story about robots and love? I got you covered. Gather round, Barrett. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte was a curious robot, always exploring.
Started this story, but I want a little bit more emotion in your voice, a little bit more drama.
Got it. Let's add some drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte.
No, ChatGPT. I really want maximal emotion, like maximal expressiveness, much more than you were doing before.
Understood. Let's amplify the drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte
Actually, can
was
you do this in a robotic voice now?
initiating dramatic robotic voice. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte was a curious robot, always exploring new circuits.
Barrett here, calm down a little bit. Can you end the story, but do it in a singing voice?
And so Byte found another robot friend, and they lived circuitly ever after.
Thank you so much.
I definitely feel a lot more relaxed.
You've just seen the voice capabilities, but we also want to show you the vision capabilities as the model can also see the whole world around us.
Yeah, absolutely. Like as you can see, you can chat with ChatGPT in real time, but you can also interact with it with video as well. Okay, so let me boot up ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT.
Hello there. How's it going?
It's going really well. Today, I'd really like your help solving a math problem.
I'm all ears. What math problem can I help you tackle today?
So I'm going to write down a linear equation on a sheet of paper and I'll show you. And then I'd love your help working me through it. But importantly, don't tell me the solution, just help give me hints along the way.
Got it. Okay, I see it.
No, I didn't show you yet. Just give me help along the way. 1 second.
Whoops, I got too excited. I'm ready when you are.
So, ChatGPT, what equation did I write down there?
Ah, I see it now. You wrote down 3x plus 1 equals 4.
Yep, exactly. So what's the first step I should take to try to solve this?
The first step is to get all the terms with x on one side and the constants on the other side. So what do you think we should do with that plus 1?
Okay, I'm going to try to subtract 1 from both sides and then I'll see what I get.
Great idea. Perfect. Now, what do you get when you subtract 1 from both sides?
Okay, so ChatGPT, this is what I ended up with. How does this look?
Spot on. Now you've isolated the term with x on one side, and it looks like 3x equal 3. What do you think we should do next to solve for x?
I'm not sure. Can you give me another hint?
Of course. You have 3x, and you want to find the value of x. Think about what operation would undo multiplication.
Is it subtraction?
Close, but think of the opposite of multiplication, because 3x means 3 times x.
Okay, I think it's division. Let me try to divide both sides by 3 and let me see what I get.
Bingo! Go ahead and divide both sides by 3.
Okay, so ChatGPT, this is what I ended up with. How does this look?
It looks perfect. You've solved it, and x equals 1. Nicely done. How do you feel about solving linear equations now?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not pretty confident I can solve linear equations, but why would you ever need to use this in the real world? I'm really skeptical.
That's a fair question. Linear equations pop up in a lot of everyday situations, even if we don't realize it. For example, calculating expenses, planning travel, cooking, and even in business for profit and loss calculations. It's basically a way to solve problems where you need to find an unknown value. Plus,
Wow.
it's
Okay. I have a lot of unknown values in my life. I'm totally convinced I'm going to learn math now.
I love that attitude. Math can definitely help solve some of life's mysteries. Whenever you're ready to dive into more math, I'm here for you. Anything else you'd like to tackle today?
So ChatGPT, I really love that you taught the value of math to my friend Mark. And I wrote one last thing I'd love if you could take a look at.
Of course. I'd love to see what you wrote. Show it to me whenever you're ready.
Okay, so this is what I wrote down. What do you see?
I see. I love ChatGPT. That's so sweet of you.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate all the help. So yeah, as we can see,
Wow, that's quite the outfit you've got on.
yeah, as we can see, we can chat in real time to ChatGPT, and not only that, we can interact with it with video as well.
And I swear, if you look at Barrett's GPT history, it's all equations like this.
Now that you know you can do linear equations, can you show us something more complex?
I think so. Okay, next let's try something coding related. So let me take out a computer for this. Okay, so I'm going to open the ChatGPT desktop app, like Mira was talking about before. Okay, and to give a bit of background on what's going on, so here we have a computer, and on the screen we have some code, and then the ChatGPT voice app is on the right. So ChatGPT will be able to hear me, but it can't see anything on the screen. So I'm going to highlight the code, Command C it, and then that will send it to ChatGPT, and then I'm going to talk about the code to ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT.
Hey there, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going really well. I was wondering if you could help me with a coding problem today.
Of course, I'd love to help you out. What's the coding problem you're dealing with?
Okay, I'm going to share with you some code. 1 second.
Sure thing. Take your time.
Okay, so I just shared some code with you. Could you give me a really brief one-sentence description of what's going on in the code?
This code fetches daily weather data for a specific location and time period, smooths the temperature data using a rolling average, annotates a significant weather event on the resulting plot, and then displays the plot with the average, minimum, and maximum temperatures over the year.
Awesome, thanks so much. And in the code, there's this function foo. Can you describe to me what the plot would look like if I had versus didn't have this function?
Sure. The function foo xy takes in a data frame x containing temperature data and a window size y for calculating the rolling mean. It smooths the average temperature, minimum temperature, and maximum temperature columns by applying a rolling mean over the specified window. With the foo function, the plot would show smoother temperature lines because the rolling mean reduces the noise or fluctuations in the data.
Awesome. Thanks so much. So yeah, I definitely will want to apply this function. And so I'm going to generate the plot and then show it to you. Give me 1 second.
Absolutely. Take your time. I'm excited to see the plot when you're ready.
Yeah. So far, ChatGPT has only been able to see the code. And now I'm going to run it, and then I'll use the vision capabilities of the ChatGPT desktop app so it can actually see everything going on the screen as well. Okay, ChatGPT. I'm sharing with you the plot now. I'm wondering if you can give me a really brief one-sentence overview of what you see.
The plot displays smoothed average, minimum, and maximum temperatures throughout 2018, with a notable annotation marking a big rainfall event in late September.
Fantastic. I have another question for you. Which months do you see the hottest temperatures, and roughly what temperatures do those correspond to?
The hottest temperatures occur around July and August. The maximum temperature during these months is roughly between 25 degrees and 30 degrees, 77 degrees Fahrenheit to 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
What's going on with the y-axis? Is this in Celsius or Fahrenheit?
The y-axis is in Celsius. The temperatures are labeled accordingly, such as average temperature, minimum temperature, and maximum temperature.
Yeah. So as we can see, not only can ChatGPT help me solve very easy linear algebra equations that I need help with, it can also interact with code bases and see the outputs of plots and everything like this going on a computer.
So a few minutes ago, we asked the live audience on X to submit a few requests for what they would like us to try out here. So I will take a couple of prompts. Okay, Bot Gaskar wants to know if GPT-4o is capable of real-time translation. Mark, you want to try this one?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
I speak Italian, so we can
okay,
just do
cool.
English,
Let's
Italian.
try to do English Italian. Sure, let's do it. Hey, ChatGPT, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
I'm doing great. So I would like you to function as a translator. I have a friend here who only speaks Italian, and I only speak English. And every time you hear English, I want you to translate it to Italian. And if you hear Italian, I want you to translate it back to English. Is that good?
Perfetto.
Mark, io mi chiedo se le balene potessero parlare, cosa ci direbbero?
Mike, she wonders if whales could talk, what would they tell us?
They might ask, how do we solve linear equations?
Potrebbero chiederci come risolviamo le equazioni lineari.
Sicuramente sì.
Certainly, yes.
Great. Looks like it works.
All right. So the next one is from Burrito John 78, who asks, can you tell what you're feeling just by looking at your face? Barrett, you want to give this one a try?
Absolutely. Let's try it out. Hey, ChatGPT.
Hey there. What's up? How can I brighten your day today?
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to show you a selfie of what I look like, and then I'd like you to try to see what emotions I'm feeling based on how I'm looking.
Sounds like a fun challenge. Go ahead and show me that selfie, and I'll put my emotional detective hat on.
Okay, so here's me. So what kind of emotions do you think I'm feeling?
It seems like I'm looking at a picture of a wooden surface.
Oh, you know what? That was the thing I sent you before. Don't worry, I'm not actually a table. Okay, so take another look.
That makes more sense. There we go. It looks like you're feeling pretty happy and cheerful, with a big smile and maybe even a touch of excitement. Whatever's going on, it seems like you're in a great mood. Care to share the source of those good vibes?
Yeah, no, the reason I'm in a really good mood is because we were doing a presentation showcasing how useful and amazing you are.
Oh, stop it. You're making me blush.
Amazing. Well, that's it for today on live demos. As you can see, this just feels so magical, and that's wonderful. But we also want to remove some of the mysticism from the technology and bring it to you so you can try it for yourself. So over the next few weeks, we'll be rolling out these capabilities to everyone. Today has been very much focused on the free users and the new modalities and new products, but we also care a lot about the next frontier. So soon we'll be updating you on our progress towards the next big thing. And before we wrap up, I just want to thank the incredible OpenAI team, and also thanks to Jensen and the NVIDIA team for bringing us the most advanced GPUs to make this demo possible today. And thank you all very, very much for being a part of this today.
I don't know about you guys, but that was a waste of fucking time. I don't even know why I went live for that one. I'm sorry for wasting your guys' time, quite frankly. I thought this was going to be Sam Altman on stage announcing updates. This was, I think, a pre-recorded demo of useless features. No one's ever going to talk into some fucking tell me the bedtime story. Like, no, dude, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen when it comes to AI. This further convictions my thesis on Palantir, which is that there actually needs to be a use case for AI and business intelligence, not showing you 3x plus 1 equals 4. What's the value of x? Like, dude, this is like, this is nothing was impressive in this to me. And I don't want to I don't want to diminish the fact that the OpenAI team probably went through a ton of work building all the GPUs and training all the models necessary to show this demo. But we're getting to a point where if you're going to be the most advanced AI company on the planet, you've got to show us something that's more important. And here's the big thing. If Apple somehow says that demo is where the use case is for their Apple AI phone that's going to be powered through OpenAI. It seems like Bloomberg's reporting that's an inevitability that's going to be announced in a month now in WWDC. Then I don't think anyone's upgrading to this iPhone, or anyone's going to have an incentive to upgrade to this iPhone. That was just like, that was pointless in my opinion. And it was 30 minutes. Like, why did there was 100,000 people watching on their live stream for 30 minutes. They disabled the live chat. If there was a live chat, I think it would have been hell in that live chat, because like, what was the point of that? GameStop right now up 63%. Microsoft, which owns 50% of OpenAI, they are flat on the day. And then Apple is up about 2%, 186. Apple nearing that 190 because the market's excited for the potential OpenAI collaboration they're going to do. Yeah, that was pointless. That was absolutely pointless to me. That was absolutely pointless. Essentially was a multimodal update. It's not GPT-5, so they definitely hyped up this event for no reason. No one gives a shit about GPT-4o. That's like an iPhone 4S before they give you the iPhone 10, right? That's like, or the iPhone 5, like they give you that S in the middle. That seems like this update. And it's available for free users, which means someone like me who pays $20 a month, I'm not really getting any value from this. And also, again, I'm skeptical of how much we're going to talk to our phones to be able to enable these tasks for us in an interesting way. Definitely skeptical of interrupting my phone and telling them to be more dramatic when they're telling me a story. I don't know if the use case is there. Just like for the Vision Pro, I don't really know if the use case actually is there. So yeah, that was kind of pointless. Google's green right now. Yeah, Google should be green. I mean, and again, it's not an indictment on Apple or Microsoft. It's just this event seems, Google's now 170. It was at 164 this morning. It's just this event seemed pointless, dude. It seemed like this event was pointless. What do you think of UiPath? UiPath does robotic processing automation. It's not that interesting. I mean, if there's a long-term thesis for business intelligence, I like Palantir more than UiPath. I don't think the financials are that amazing about UiPath. I think their stock-based compensation a little bit too much, but $11 billion market cap. I don't think they're profitable yet. I think they're like a couple quarters away from being profitable. But yeah, not that interested in UiPath. Although RPA is definitely a growing industry. MicroStrategy up 3.75%. AMC, wow, AMC's up 48%. I did not see that today. I haven't looked at that in a second. And then GameStop today up 67%. Okay, so that's it. Sorry, guys. I will see you guys on the market close. I really thought we were getting like a 2-hour presentation with Sam Altman presenting a ton of stuff. This was a fireside chat that did not need to be live. They could have posted this as a YouTube video. They could have just tweeted these updates. This is a little bit too much hype for something that wasn't really that relevant to me. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else felt like these updates were super exciting, but yeah, nothing that I got. Oh, Roaring Kitty just tweeted again. Oh boy. All right. Well, look at his last tweet and then I'll get you guys out of here. On the market close, I'll have a lot of coverage on what's happening with GameStop. I'm compiling a ton of information, but it's getting pretty damn exciting with Roaring Kitty. He's gained like 230,000 followers in 24 hours. All right, this is what he just tweeted. The worst part is he's tweeting movie scenes, and I don't know them, which is the worst part for me. A lot of movie scenes.
When I say run, run.
Okay, let me stop it there. I'll put the tweet here in the chat. is probably going to get copyrighted if I let that stuff play. Yeah, he's just tweeting a ton of movie scenes. He's tweeting a ton of movie scenes. Here's the tweet. You guys can check it out. It looks like this guy's back, dude. It looks like this guy's. But yeah, I can't play this. It's going to get copyrighted. But it looks like this guy's absolutely back, and we'll see. We'll see. Just ask ChatGPT 4.0 what the movie clips are from. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll see you guys at 3:45, and we'll go deeper into what's happening with GameStop. But if you are not on Twitter, if you want to get a Twitter just to follow his tweets, I think it's pretty interesting. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll put my Twitter here. I'll be tweeting about what he's tweeting about. And yeah, Roaring Kitty. He's back, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Bye, everyone. I'm sorry for the OpenAI thing. That was a waste of a lot of time. I'm sorry, but we'll be back at 3:45, and we'll discuss a lot more for the market close. Bye, everyone. See you in a bit.